What now? It says, the floor is lava. Help. Oh my gosh, they're trying not to step on the red lava. What the heck are they doing here? Do they need help? No? What's up, everybody? We're back once again in the woods. It's the Blair Witch Project. Oh, no, just me hanging out by the tree again. We have a lot of conversations, me and the tree. Oh, you see my breath? It's pretty cold out. Just walking the dogs. The nice thing is, even though it's cold, it's pretty dry. So, and you can kind of see the moon. Let's see if we can pick it up here. Is that it right there? Little sliver behind my head? I think so. Anyways, one of my niece's first reconciliations is coming up. So I, of course, end up in a Catholic store, I guess. And I'm looking through stuff, and, you know, I was raised Catholic, and it just reminded me brought back a lot of memories. You know, ever since, I guess, I don't know, moving out of my parents' house, I've not really gone to church and been like an active participant in that kind of thing. But I definitely was raised Catholic. I got confirmed, did all 7 steps and all that stuff. And so now my niece is doing it, and so I picked out some stuff for her first reconciliation, but there's some good stuff in there. One of the things was like Prayer Man. I should have taken a picture of it. It was so ridiculous. It was basically the story of how a superhero named Prayer Man fought a guy that was named, like, his name was like Pride Man. I don't know. I didn't pick it up, but my guess is that, you know, obviously pride is one of the 7 deadly sins, I think. I don't know. I'd have to look that up. I'm guessing. I know pride is like being too proud or something's bad. So anyways, that was just kind of a one-off story today that happened going into the Catholic store. Kind of they have baptism and communion and reconciliation and all the steps and all the different books and the Jesus and Mary, and some of those Mary statues are actually pretty cool, and they're expensive though, man. Those people spend a lot of time making those things. So anyways, I'm walking the dogs. We have to do some late night errands tonight. We got to go to Target to do some my wife does the thing where she orders ahead on the app. It's funny, I was just talking to one of my friends about this, and I mentioned like how we have to go do grocery shopping at Costco, and he's like, well, we just go to Safeway and use the app, it's really easy. And I was like, oh yeah, we should do that, but I don't think Costco does that. I think that'd be too much, because you have to, I don't think Costco does that, too many bulk items. And it's funny, I was like, oh, that's a good idea, I should do that, but I do it. I just connected the two. This is like our 3rd or 4th time doing it at Target. For a couple items, so just kind of some small stuff. She's already ordered it. We just have to go drive there and say, hey, we're here, and they bring it out. It's pretty cool. And then we have to go to Kohl's, because Kohl's is one of the big Amazon returners. So we are going to go into Kohl's, and one of the Christmas gifts we ordered for a different niece was the wrong color. So we ordered we ordered the right thing. We went back to the details of the order, and we definitely ordered the right one. They just sent the wrong one, so we ordered it again, and this time they actually sent the right one. So now we just got to return the wrong color. So anyways, I'll probably check in a little bit here, but just walking the dogs, thinking about my niece's reconciliation, and then a couple late night errands. But I think before we go, we're going to give the kids a quick shower. We're going to shower them. We're all going to brush our teeth, all that fun stuff. Get all ready for bed, get in our pajamas. Because Target, since they bring it out, no one has to leave the car. And then Kohl's, I'll probably be the one that goes in and just does the return real quick. So No one else has to leave the car. Yay. All right, I'll talk to you later, guys.
What's up, everybody? 2 more days, huh? 2 more days until the weekend. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so we drove by a movie theater and Jackson goes, "Hey, can we go see a movie in the movie theater and get popcorn?" It's funny that he knows these things, you know. And then I started thinking about it, and I know I've mentioned movies. You know, I like to think that I'm a big movie buff or whatever. I know some movie trivia. And I think I've mentioned before that, you know, we don't really get time to watch movies. That's why shows kind of work better, because they're shorter and you don't have to sit down and for 2.5 hours and ignore your kids or whatever. So we haven't really watched much movies, but I mean, let alone just sitting down and watching movies at home. I haven't been to a movie theater to watch a movie in the theater in probably 5 or 6 years. And I used to go a lot. I used to collect movie stubs, and one day I wanted to like make a big poster board of all my movie stubs. My uncle made me a wooden like cash holder. He works with wood. He's a woodworker, and it was this really nice like homemade or whatever, like handmade wooden movie money clip. It had magnets made of wood with some leather that kind of bound the two wood clips, the wood pieces together with a magnet. And it was supposed to be for money, but when he gave it to me, I was like 12, and so I didn't have any money. So I started using it for all these movie stubs that I got, and I was collecting them, and it was getting pretty big as I got older. And the only movie that I can remember that I went to the theater and at least one kid was born, I think Jackson was. I went with my sister to go see my wife, my sister, and my brother-in-law, the 4 of us. Must have been 4 Christmases ago. So maybe it hasn't been 5 or 6 years. Let me rephrase it. I've seen one movie in probably 6 years, and it was because it was Star Wars. Trying to think. Maybe I saw the other Star Wars too. The most recent trilogy. 2 out of the 3, I think, I went to the theaters. But besides, I used to go minimum once a month, so probably somewhere between 12 to 15 times a year since I was 12 or 13 maybe. Well, obviously when I was 12 or 13 I probably didn't go as much, but once I could drive myself, I was probably going 12 to 15 times a year. So that's a good 10 years worth of movies. Anyways, Jackson asked about it, and then it started to got me thinking about it. And it's kind of crazy. I used to love going to the theater. I would, you never buy popcorn or drinks or snacks from the movie theater. You bring a bottle of water and you sneak in candy from, in your pants or something. It's always funny. As a kid, I used to always, sneak in. My parents would be like, here's licorice and here's M&Ms, and you just put them in your pocket, don't say anything, or my mom would hide them in her purse or whatever, because we weren't going to buy the overpriced candy there. But then I learned that they don't even care. Why are we sneaking it in? And no one says anything. At least when I got older, and I would just bring in a bag of stuff. Nobody said anything. They didn't care. I don't know. Maybe some theaters are different, but man, it makes me want to go, especially IMAX. I remember, they used to have special releases at the IMAX at the Pacific Science Center. Go watch some different movies there on the big screen with the sound and all that stuff. That place was awesome. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll take Jackson to go see a nature documentary at the IMAX or something. I don't know. That's one of those plans where it sounds good, and then we get there and he's like, why are we watching this? It's so loud in here. Who knows? But going to the movies just sounds fun. I don't know. Man, it's crazy how much for me, going to the theaters obviously stopped kind of happening after kids. And, now that I told Jackson, once you can sit down and watch a movie for 2 hours, I'll consider taking you. I'm not going to bring you to a movie theater only to have to leave or something and waste money and time. And I think Jackson might be at that time now, but Amelia is definitely not. Especially like the part about sitting quiet, sitting still. So, but it's crazy to me that, like, obviously like COVID's affected some of it too. But I just feel like as a society, we just haven't got, and maybe it's just my little world, but I don't know. Just was kind of thinking about that when I was driving around. So we hit up Kohl's, we hit Target, and then where else did we go? I don't know. I think that was it. My wife, she's so funny. She was like, at first she's like, do we have to go to Kohl's tonight? I was like, it's going to take 2 seconds. I'm going to walk in by myself, return the thing. They make it really easy. They scan the thing, give you the receipt, you leave. I'm not shopping. I'm just going in there real quick for a return. So I convinced her to go to Kohl's. And I was like, and if we're going to Target anyways, then why not? I mean, it's not like they're close, but it's like one's close to the house and one's, if you're out and about anyways, who cares? And then 5 minutes later, she's like, can we go to TJ Maxx too? And I'm like, you didn't want to go to Kohl's and now you want to go to TJ Maxx? TJ Maxx? And then she's like, oh, never mind, it's closed. I was like, oh, thank God. Anyways, guys, I'm probably going to go to sleep here soon. I'm pretty tired. Got an early meeting tomorrow. You know how that goes. And just look forward to the weekend. This weekend, I think we're looking to maybe do zoo lights. That sounds fun, going to the zoo where they, put up all the decorations with the lights and you go at nighttime. We're looking to decorate some gingerbread houses. My wife bought kind of themed ones. I didn't even know that these existed, but she, on break at Walmart, she likes to walk around and she finds stuff. So she bought like a Mario themed one, gingerbread house for Jackson, and then a, Frozen princess themed one for Amelia. So I think that's what we're going to do this weekend is gingerbread houses, zoo lights, and then my nephew's birthday and my niece's first reconciliation, kind of celebration. So, all right. We'll talk later, guys. Or tomorrow. We'll talk tomorrow. Peace.